Hi folks, my name is Ali D'Andrea. Welcome back to another episode of Source to Smoke. Today I'm grilling up these beautiful stuffed bell peppers with elk sausage. If you're introducing wild game to someone who has never tried wild game before, this is a really good recipe to try. So without further ado, let's get right into it. We're starting by prepping our beautiful bell peppers. There are a couple things to keep in mind when choosing your peppers. First thing, you wanna make sure that the bottom is flat and sturdy so that the pepper can stand on its own. I've got a pepper here that has a more narrow bottom, and it does stand on its own, but it's a little more wobbly. That's just gonna make my life a little more difficult later on. A flat-bottomed, sturdy pepper is what you're looking for. So to get started, I'm going to slice the top off of the pepper, remove the stem, toss that aside, but then keep the tops of the pepper. We're going to be using them in this dish. Use your knife to cut around the membrane. Cutting that will make your life a little easier. Also grab yourself a spoon and a little plastic bag like from the grocery store. This will also make your life easier, and scoop out the insides. This is what your pepper should look like after you've cleaned it up, and then set that aside. Next, we're going to cut up our mushrooms. I like to dice these up nice and small, about the same size that we cut the tops of our bell peppers. Next, we're gonna dice up one yellow onion. Oh my God, I'm blind. Oh my God. This is the worst one in a while. Oh my God. And finally, we'll prep 4 cloves of garlic. Here we have some beautiful ground elk. This is actually a hot pan sausage. We received this as a gift from a friend. I love swapping wild game meat with friends. We don't have any elk in our freezer aside from what we were just gifted. So this is very, very special. And all I'm going to do is heat up a large cast iron pan over medium-high heat, throw in some oil, allow that oil to heat up, and then we'll brown this beautiful hot elk pan sausage. I can tell that whoever made this sausage made it right because they added fat, probably a beef fat or a pork fat, in with the elk meat. I can just tell by what was rendered off during cooking and by the smell of it. It smells fantastic, it looks fantastic. This is going to be the perfect addition to our stuffed bell peppers. Now, if you don't have a hot sausage on hand, you can use regular ground venison, ground elk, ground beef, ground whatever type of animal you have on hand, and you'll just want to season it with some red pepper flakes, salt, pepper, maybe a little bit of garlic powder. Keep it pretty simple. So today I'm cooking on this bad boy. This is the Oklahoma Joe's Bronco Grill. I'm gonna use this charcoal basket to help me get things going a little bit easier. Throw the grate on. Let's add some charcoal. What we've got going on here are some charcoal briquettes in the charcoal basket, and then I lit some fire starters underneath. So this is going to get going. It'll probably take 15-ish minutes. Also have damper open, lid, and top damper open. So once I put this charcoal down into the grill, it will have some airflow to continue to light and heat this puppy up. Now we're gonna saute up these goodies. I'm going to start by heating up that same cast iron pan, adding just a little bit more oil and throwing in the onions. I'll cook these down until they are translucent. That'll take about 5 minutes. Next, I'm adding in the mushrooms, then adding in the peppers and garlic, adding in a small can of diced tomatoes, really scraping the bottom of the pan with my wooden spoon to release any flavor, and allowing that to cook for 1 minute more. Yeehaw! Now we're gonna stir this up real good until everything is well combined. I adjusted the dampers on the grill just a little bit because I'm aiming for a temperature around 300 degrees Fahrenheit, but this is looking phenomenal. This rice is going to soak up some of the juice from the diced tomatoes, and it's gonna help everything marry together. We're ready to stuff some peppers. This part's easy. All you do is take a spoon with the filling that we just created and stuff the peppers. You wanna go right to the top, throw it back in the pan. On to the next. I poured some water at the bottom of this pan just so each pepper is covered maybe 1/2 inch at most with water. Then I'm going to cover this with some aluminum foil, and now we are ready for the grill. So this is gonna go on, hold on, so you can hear me, quick crunching. This is gonna go on for 30 minutes at 300 degrees Fahrenheit. Then we're going to take this aluminum foil off, cover the tops with cheese, and then it's going back in the grill for a remaining 10 minutes until that cheese gets super bubbly and melted and fantastic. Right now we are at 275. So I'm gonna open up these dampers just a little bit more, and our temperature should go right on up. On the grill we go. It's been 30 minutes. Let's give this a peep. Ooh. Oh boy. Oh, still needs a little time. Not quite. It's getting close. Not quite where we want it yet. The peppers are still a little too hard. We want the peppers to soften up just a little bit more. I'll give this 10 more minutes and then I'll add my cheese. Oh boy. Top them with cheese. Now we're gonna close this down. We're gonna keep the peppers uncovered and let that cheese melt. This will take about 10 minutes. Oh my God. That smells so good. It is time to taste these bad boys. Now, I'm not gonna lie. While these were cooking, I was in here shoveling the extra stuffing into my face because I was so hungry, and spoiler alert, these are about to be really good. Because we used that pan with some water in it, it allowed these peppers to cook through so evenly. It's not so soft that it's falling apart. Like, we don't want these peppers to be super mushy, but just cooked enough that they have a little bit of snap, a little bit of softness. Cheers. Ooh. Oh yeah, it's such a classic. And I love that this recipe is familiar. It's comfortable. So if it's being served to someone who is not used to eating wild game, there will still be something familiar in it. You know, the fact that stuffed peppers is such a classic recipe, it'll ease the anxiety around trying wild game for the first time, or, you know, for someone who's relatively new to it. But this, I give it 10 out of 10. So delicious, so fabulous. I cannot wait for you to try this recipe. So that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. For more episodes of Source to Smoke, you can head to Oklahoma Joe's YouTube channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.